This video will show you how to give extra credit in your class. Now, scrolling down on the home page, we remember that extra credit can really only go into one category, the homework category. And this is for things that you might assign your students to do, like visit a campus event or go to a speaker, that sort of thing. Stuff outside of what we set up as sort of the core parts of the class. If you wanted to give extra credit, it has to go into the homework category. So what you would do is push the grades button and take you over into the grade book, and then scroll over until you find the sort of columns where all of the homework is taking place. It's about 3/4 of the way through the grade book, and it'll be labeled things like Module 1 homework, Module 2 homework, etc. So those are the homeworks themselves, the ones that we've assigned. We scroll over from there to the very end of the homework section. Just before the discussions, we have a column called Homework Extra Credit. Now, all of these homeworks are all lumped together in one sort of assignment group, it's called. Assignment groups mean that together they're going to be worth 15% of the grade. So any points that you put extra into this group via this extra credit column that you see here is going to raise the overall group grade. So you'll see that the homework assignments are worth 10 points each. And so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So that should be 110 points, unless I've quickly, since I was quickly scanning that, have done that wrong. So if you were to give something like 10 points or 11 points here, you'd be bumping up the grade a full 10% when it comes to that bucket, that category. So if their homework, if they had been doing like 90%, let's say, that was their overall grade in the homework bucket, and you wanted to give enough extra credit that that person got to 100%, you would give enough points in this column here so it would get them there. So in this case, it would be 11 points. Now, you can think of it that way, that sort of backward if you want to, or approach it more holistically and just sort of assign 2 points, 3 points extra credit for the things that you want them to do. Now, obviously, as you exceed 100%, it will continue to give them over 100%. So we said this is only worth 15% of the class grade, but someone earning 100% would get 15%, right? Someone earning 110% would get 16% towards the class grade. So think carefully about how you're using, and don't abuse this category here. Sort of, vaguely speaking, you wouldn't want extra credit to move the needle more than, say, a few percentage points for the entire semester. It could be theoretically possible for you to put in, 10,000 points into the homework extra credit here, and everyone gets an A, that sort of thing. So that's in violation, really, of the spirit of what we want this to do. We want to reward people for doing extra things, but not go crazy with giving them automatic A's, let's say. So if you wanted to give extra credit for somebody, it's worth 0, as you can see at the top of the category here. You just click into a cell and then type a number. So if they get 5 out of 0, it's just 5 extra points going into that person's grade, that bucket for homework grades. If you later give them another couple of extra points, you could change that from a 5, and 3 more would be now 8 points. So we didn't create another column for more of these, and I suppose you could do that, but it gets complicated with buckets and making sure you're doing it right. It's probably better just to change the number here in this one column and not add columns all of the time. If you run into any questions, just let the Academic Foundation's coordinators know, and we'll see what we can do for you.